Okay, I think it's officially. We are. Well, hello. Hello, ladies. How are you? Let's just make sure this is going through. Facebook dropped me a couple times on my other page today. Oh, we're official. Yay! Alrighty. Well, I am sticking a little link in here for you all. Let's see if it pops up. Oh, and I get to pin it. I've never done that before. Oh, awesome. Well, hello. It's Tuesday. I'm Lene. Have a lot of new fabulous women that I'm really looking forward to getting to know that have chose to come on to the Tools and Jewels of Awareness, which is a page where I come on and offer anything that I'm kind of working on. It kind of goes that way when you're a teacher or you're a coach or you're a leader or anything in that realm. We're always sharing what it is that we're usually going through or have completed or a class or something like that. Um, but what I'm here for today is again to welcome all of the new people. Make sure you watch your new welcome video and then download the 5 words to eliminate from your vocabulary immediately. Super powerful. So I'm here today. It's Tuesday, Tool Thursday. We're going to keep doing and this as I create some more consistency and some different stuff. But today it is about an invitation. I am going to take whoever chooses to come with me to do a 3-day challenge around the joy of business, around tools, things you may have never even thought were possible that you could add into your business to create more from the way that I coach and teach. So there's a link and it's called Create More Time, More Money, and More Joy. And join the Facebook group for 3 days starting Monday. So we got plenty of time to get everybody going. But if you click on and go into the Facebook group, I'm already going to start priming us all with questions and whatever comes up for me for that day to post. So I'll already get it going. But starting next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to dive into questions and tools that you probably have never even been introduced to create and look at business from a different space. Um, and I was going to, I did title it today. Imagine what you would do if you knew you couldn't fail. So that will be something. Let's just go off with that right now. If you know me or if you've coached with me or done any classes, I was just looking. I think I did 22 classes last year in my first year of coaching. How does it get any better than that? Oh my gosh, that's just like classes like this. So a lot of times it just is what comes up, and the energy that I'm reading is where we're going to go with it. But here's the first question, and there's going to be a few. Is everywhere that you've decided you don't have a business the way that you've decided you should have a business? That's one thing we're going to look at. And have you ever even considered that your business of life is a business? The business in which you are creating the life that you choose and desire? I'm just throwing out these questions you may have never thought about. And in your business, what would be different if you knew you couldn't fail? And we're going to look at that. Our points of view create our reality. And there's many different ways for me to put that. But if whatever it was that you were choosing to create in your business, and you knew that you couldn't fail because we eliminated the points of view that you have around that, or the big thing is projections and expectations. When it's the biggest thing with working with clients and for myself, because I'm a master of all the stuff that I share, is all the projections and expectations we have on our business and on ourselves and receive from others. And all those projections and expectations, most of them, almost all of them, not known, not conscious, because that's what we're doing here is we're asking questions, and that's what we'll be doing in the 3-day free Facebook group. um, is if you didn't have projections and expectations, would you create more? Eat, our projections and expectations just destroy so much of what it is that is happening and limiting us. So imagine, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you choose? What would you choose? What would you choose? And if you got to the place where you're listening to me right now and you're like, like imagine what you would do if you knew you couldn't fail. Like if you even just stopped yourself right there, like that wasn't even a possibility, then you need to come and play with me for 3 days. I mean, if you even just got to that place and you're like, that's not even possible. What if it was possible? What if it was a playground of possibilities? That's what I call this page. And in the next 3 days, that we just expand on a tighter group, whoever shows up. And I'm hoping it's a lot of you choose this to have that space of like, and what if it wasn't? What if in the question if my hold on, my internet just stopped. Give it a second to catch up. Okay, I think it did. What if it isn't possible to fail or to do something that was wrong? What if it wasn't? What if it isn't possible to fail or to do something wrong? What if sometimes you just end up with something that didn't look the way that you expected it? And that's what projections and expectations do when we have this solid place that, oh, I could just go on forever on this. And that's like the number one thing when coaching is that this picture that we've created, that this is the expectation. And then if it doesn't hit that expectation and that projection of what it is, we've then now labeled ourselves. We now have this energy in our world, which becomes like a solid block of cement if you're not working from this awareness level of just like energy, like you can just move it. But when we do that with that, we cut off all the question of like, well, because you didn't create something that was so tight and firm that it had to be this certain way, what else was created from that? Some of you may already operate from that, but most of us don't. So if it doesn't look like exactly what you said or thought or believed or threw out there, if it doesn't look just like it, then your point of view and your projection is that it's a failure. And I propose that we look at the question of what else was created from that to keep you going. It is so often when working with clients and in my 20 years in network marketing is oh, it's just this, like I said, I could keep going with it, where we tangle ourselves up with the confusion of what a goal is versus a target, and what we've defined as a decision versus a choice. And that's most of the time working with clients, is where there's no space for what we've decided has to be done. So imagine what it would be like if you knew you couldn't fail. Imagine what it would be like if what you created wasn't right or wrong. Imagine what questions we could ask your business of what it did create, and then create from there, and then create from there. So if you can identify with this, if anytime you've set up a goal, and I don't use the word goal, I use the word target because a target is continuously moving. And if you didn't hit it and it stopped you, this is a place for you to come and play with us and learn some tools to move you quickly out of where you're sticking yourself. So with that, join the free Facebook group. I'll start playing in it right now, but we officially kick off on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where I'll be sharing and diving into it. And I will be inviting you, put this out there, that on Thursday, there will be an hour-and-a-half course where we dive into a 11-page workbook based on the book, The Joy of Business from Access Consciousness, where we're really going to ask some great questions and create some new space and possibilities for your business? And what is your business creating for you? That's such a great question. What is your business creating for you? Not what are you creating for your business, but what is it creating? Every day I ask, what is my business going to create? And what is it going to create greater for other people and create greater for me, create greater for the planet? Are you in question of what your business is creating? So with that, I'll see you guys signing up. See you over on the Facebook page, and I'll keep coming on for the next few days and remind you to come over and play with us there. So that was Tool Tuesday. Imagine what you would do if you knew you couldn't fail. And all the points of view, all the projections and expectations holding that in place, would you please destroy and uncreate all that energy? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. Hi, Miss Kim, how are you? I think you are already signed up and are in the free Facebook group. Create more time, more money, and more joy, and everything that doesn't allow that. All your points of view, the insane points of view we have around that, and all the projections and expectations that don't allow you to choose that. Will you choose that? And I'll see you over in that group starting on Monday. I think I repeated myself several times, so hopefully it went straight across. Alrighty, you guys, what grand and glorious adventures are you creating today? And what grand and glorious adventures is your business creating today? Alrighty, I appreciate you all, and this group is open up to anybody and everybody that you know, perceive would benefit from it. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow because I'll be here to remind you every day. Alrighty,